All right, welcome in the latest episode of PrizePicks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. Up top, we got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. And in the middle, we got Taco About Sports, otherwise known as David Friedman. Make sure you're using that code 5, F-I-V-E. That's the way to get your initial deposit matched up to $100. You don't need to play it all at once. You don't need to play NBA if you don't want. You can play the other sports as well. The NHL, Stanley Cup games are on the board, and they've got all the other sports on there as well, MMA, etc., MLB. And you can play as many players as you want, 2, 3, 4, 5 players together if you want from different teams and from different sports. All right, we're here, though, tonight, FTX Arena for Game 2 of the Heat and the Sixers. Miami is up 1-0 in the series. Same in and out as Game 1. No Kyle Lowry and no Joel Embiid. So we got a little time now to kind of evaluate how that looked in Game 1. Eversole, I will go to you first. Let's do the Heat picks. Let's start with those. Who do you like?
Yeah, tonight I'm going to go with Hero over 2 3-pointers made. It was a good game for him, but it wasn't a good game shooting overall. I think the offense in general is going to be better for both teams. They went 15 for 70 from 3, so I think we're going to see a little bit better shooting on both ends. If this number was 2.5, I might have stayed away from it. So I'm feeling at least the worst case would be a push. So I'm going to take Tyler over 2 threes.
All right, Friedman?
Jimmy buckets, 6.5 rebounds over. He's been hitting that anyways, but like I go back to the playoffs with him consistently. Like he's a hustle guy, right? So he makes stuff happen in the playoffs. He's gonna go after balls that typically he might not. 6.5 is easy. I think he's been 10 and 9, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, well, that's my lock for today for the Heat.
I'm gonna play off of that. I do think he goes over that rebound number, so I would feel comfortable playing that. But I'm actually gonna go to the points, rebounds, and assists, which is at 33.5 tonight. I just don't think he was totally healthy in Game 1. He may still not be, but I would expect him to have a little bit better lift in this game. You look at 33.5. Let's say he gets the 7 rebounds, the 7 assists. What does he need? 20 points. I think a 27-7 game is within his reach tonight. So I'm going to go over that number as well. And I'll pivot. I'll start here on the Philadelphia side. This is going to surprise people who follow any of my content. I like Harden over tonight. 21.5 points. I don't think he's very good. What with that being said, there is so much pressure on him to get more shot attempts up after what happened in Game 1 and all this conversation. It seems like nobody knows how to talk about this series in any way and from a national basis unless they're talking about him. I would anticipate he's going to press the issue tonight a little bit, get more shots up. So I think 21.5, he'll probably just fall into that. I'm not thinking he's going to be particularly efficient. Friedman, who do you like on Philadelphia?
I just want to say first, I heard you say you love James Harden, and I'm going to edit that clip to
just edit it and keep playing. Did I say 100%. I love him? I said I like him tonight. I like him.
You said you're in love with him.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going Harden also. I'm going under 44 fantasy points.
Okay.
I do think, like you said, scoring and all that. I could have gone the other way with assists again. I went under assists last game, and he was under. I just don't think he can do everything. Like, he's going to either score a lot or he'll be, facilitating. But I just don't see them allowing him to do much, kind of like the Trae Young stuff again. Game 1, I had the same reasoning. So Harden under 44 fantasy for me.
All right, Eversole, prize pick on the Philly side.
I'm going to go off the grid a little bit. Gorgeous Niang. Call him gorgeous. Half an assist. I think you could just get a fluky assist. He's getting the playing time in this series so far. It's just such an easy number. I had to kind of cherry pick it and say, why not? But before we wrap, I wanted to mention, too, they have a good promo tonight. You mentioned other sports. Risk-free NHL entries up to $10 tonight. So you can play an all NHL entry up to $10. If you hit, you get your normal payout. If you lose, you get the $10 back. So there's a pretty good way to dabble in the NHL if that's not something you typically do. So wanted to mention that before we went.
All right.
I want to give my Cam Johnson pick. I got to get it on official record. My Cam Johnson pick over 3 rebounds. He's going back to last year's playoffs. They seem to like that number 3 with him. In the playoffs, he's consistently been over that. So I'm staying on that train until he falls off, All
right, so Cam Johnson in the Phoenix game tonight against Dallas. And, of course, like I said, play that NHL thing. Pretty cool. $10, no risk at all. Again, the other picks tonight, I like Harden over 21.5 points. Friedman's going under on his overall fantasy points. I'm going over also on Jimmy Butler, points, assists, and rebounds. Freeman's going over on his rebounds. And Eversol, you're just going with Georgie Yang or whatever his name is, and Gorgeous, I guess. Over half an assist. And what did you like on the Heat side? I can't remember now.
Hero 2 threes.
Hero 2 threes. That's right. Hero getting a 6th Man of the Year award. See if he goes over the 2 threes tonight. I don't like when they do that. I like when it's like 1.5, 2.5. It seems easier to, I don't like those pushes, but we'll see how that one goes. All right. Use the code 5, FIVE. We'll be back for game 3.